Hey everyone, it's your old buddy Canales, and here I am with a new episode of Canales' Crazy Comic Corner. Remember that I promised you that I would talk about weird, obscure comics that maybe you crazy Americans never heard about. So yeah, today I bring you what's probably my favorite Spanish comic ever made. Close to my favorite. It's very close to being my favorite. It's called Kraken. Yes, we will release the Kraken today, and it was created by Jordi Bernet, art, pencil and inks, such wonderful inks, and Antonio Segura, words. This guy's the writer. I believe Antonio Segura is South American, probably Argentinian, but Jordi Bernet is definitely Catalan. If that means he's Spanish, I still don't know. We'll have to ask him. But yeah, Kraken is great. Is an amazing mixture of noir and horror, and as I like to say, it's Kraken is what would happen if you were. Oh, bro, check this out. This isn't even page one. This is just interior cover. But yeah, Kraken is what would happen if you were to cross Sin City with let's say Call of Cthulhu. But yeah, some kind of Lovecraftian horror, since one of the major characters is an unspeakable monstrosity prowling the sewers of a vast metropolis, which, by the way, if I remember correctly, it's called Metropolis. So yeah, you can see this as some kind of Elseworlds Metropolis. What would happen to Metropolis if there wasn't a Superman? But I digress. Kraken is what's wonderful about Kraken is that as per the norm in the old Spanish comics, it's actually a series of short stories, all revolving in the same setting, around more or less the same characters. We get the first introduction to the world of Kraken is these guys have just robbed the bank, and yeah, well, this is something that you will not see anymore in Spanish comics. The cops are popping in after the robbery, and these motherfuckers is motherfuckers. The blacks are coming. in this world, in this universe, they call cops blacks because in the old times, the grays. The Greys were how we called the cops in Spain, the national police. I think it was the national police, right? The national police force were all dressed in gray, so we call them the Greys, which is how we call now the little aliens who like to probe people, But yeah, so in this universe, cops are called the blacks. So yeah, people are afraid of the blacks in this universe. But you have an example of what you can expect from this comic. It's hard-boiled noir, no holds barred, balls to the wall, brutal violence. I dare say it's more brutal than Sin City, because Sin City has this stylized, almost superheroic feel to it, while this is grungy as fuck. This is an inheritor of what used to be the kinky tradition in Spain. Kinky is not what you Americans would say as sexually deviant. Kinky used to mean like low life, scummy, criminal element. So yeah, this has this kinky Spanish thing going on. So yeah, as I was saying, these guys run into the sewers, trying to escape the blacks, and we're introduced to our more or less main character, because, as I said, these are several short stories all revolving around the same characters in the same universe. This guy's Lieutenant Dante. Very subtle, as he's the guy who's in charge of of directing the police force who watch the massive sewers below Metropolis. So yeah, this is what this guy does. He's like one of the he's in charge. He's one of the guys. He's not the guy in charge, but he's one of the top ranking officers of the sewer police force, so to speak, and they're called the Krakeneers. Krakeneros in Spanish. So yeah, he and his men are deployed to hunt down these guys who are hiding in the sewers. And yeah, presto. Turns out the sewers are not only vast and labyrinthic, they're also being stalked by some kind of unspeakable, obscene cyclopean horror who eats people alive. So yeah, how fucking awesome is that? See, the cops are equipped with flamethrowers. It's kind of like The Thing. It's got also it's what will happen if you mix Sin City with The Thing. And this was supposed to be the Kraken, but it's not the Kraken. The beast that stalks the sewers. It's all a trap by these guys. So I may sound a bit scatterbrained, but it's because I've been working out and it's 1 a.m. here, and I barely know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is what I mean. Kraken is the story about a police force policing the sewers, the impossibly big and labyrinthic sewers, or is it labyrinthine? Anyway, the sewers of a big metropolis, trying to keep them safe from criminals and homeless and all kinds of lowlifes that use them as as a bunker, as they're stomping around, while also trying to keep the beast in check, which is impossible. Because here's where the Lovecraftian thing kicks in. There's no way of stopping the Kraken. They can only hope to chase him away with flamethrowers. It's pretty much the only thing that the creature fears. Flames. Otherwise, it's unstoppable. So these guys are here just to provide the public with a false sense of security. Because if this thing decides to go up to the outside world, there's no hope. And they make it pretty clear. So it's as I said, it's an amazing, mind-blowing mixture of genres. And if I were to praise one of the things of this comic, apart from the story and the setting, which is masterful, every short story that comprises this volume, every short story is a freaking masterpiece. It's a writing lesson. It's self-contained, and yet it fits the whole thing. There's almost like a moral to every story. Not really, because it's as I said, it's noir. It's pretty bleak. But if I were to praise something apart from the masterful writing, it would be the art. This guy, Jordi Burnett, is amazing. He's the master of narration. He's the master of shading. No one shades like this guy. And if I remember correctly, if you watch Robert Rodriguez's Sin City, in the end credits, he thanks Jordi Burnett, because this guy, as you can tell, the guy has a really cinematic lighting style. It's almost like a classic noir movie. And he has a masterful use of volume, narration, expression, acting as your... there's also lots of sex too, because this is kinky, this is low life. So we have sex. Sex with corpse. Oh shit, I think I just got demonetized. Well, I just lost all hopes of being monetized one day. Anyway, we got asses. We got more asses. We got exorcists trying to exorcise the beast because they believe it's some kind of demonic entity, when in actuality no one knows what it is. They only have theories. In the last story of this volume, we have a kind of reveal on the nature of the creature, but it's never made explicitly clear. We're never given an explanation. Some people, this exorcist, thinks it's some kind of demon. Some people think it's a mutant, that it was born from chemical waste and whatever. Some people think it was there before. Again, that's Lovecraft. Check this face, man. It's amazing. So yeah, as you can see, we have everything in this comic. We have horrific violence, scummy lowlifes, tits and ass. Yeah, more tits and ass. Evil grannies. And yeah, we have horrifying Lovecraftian entities, tough cops, mobsters, gangsters. There's everything. This comic is everything. You know, it was a thing like last year when people would say, "Oh, this is everything." No, you stupid asshole. This comic is everything. Kraken by Jordi Burnett and Antonio Segura, a collection of short stories published, I think, 1987 in the now defunct Spanish magazine Zona 84, which was like the Spanish inheritor of heavy metal magazine. Yeah, you can probably find these things in French. I tried to find some links to give you guys for a possible English edition of this comic, but unfortunately I was unable to locate them. So, you know, if you're French speaker, sorry, you may be able to find this great comic in French. And if not, I'm sorry for you guys because you're missing out. You are freaking missing out, man. This comic is great and I can't recommend it enough. Well, that's it for today. That was Canales' Crazy Comic Corner. I hope you guys will stay as awesome as I am. Mwah.